Woke influencer meltdowns are becoming increasingly common online. What causes woke influencers to have such public meltdowns? By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of woke influencer meltdowns and how to deal with them. Let's dive into the video and figure out what's happening in this society. Donald Trump announced a new policy ending government efforts to engineer race and gender in public and private life, enforcing a merit-based, colorblind system. He declared that the United States officially recognizes only two genders, male and female. This policy shift enraged woke influencers who rely on DEI programs. Online, they reacted with panic, posting emotional videos claiming injustice and accusing Trump of erasing identities. Some called for resistance, while others admitted workplace chaos due to policy changes. Their meltdowns reveal fear of losing influence as society shifts back to merit, logic, and biological reality over ideology.
This week, I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life. We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based. As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
A woke influencer had a full meltdown over Trump's immigration policies, ranting that white Americans have no right to enforce immigration laws. She argued that since Europeans originally came to America illegally, modern laws are unfair. She accused critics of simply hating brown people rather than caring about legal immigration. Her emotional rant ignored the fact that millions of legal immigrants follow the process every year. Enforcing immigration laws isn't about race. It's about fairness and national security. While woke activists scream online, most Americans support legal pathways, proving that common sense is winning over emotional outrage.
You just come here legally. The immigrants, I just want them to follow the law. Are you f***ing kidding me? Bitch, we are white. You see this pearly white f***ing skin right here? It's made in Europe. It's made in Europe, okay? Europe. Like, my people came here from Scotland, and I don't see ICE coming to get me anywhere. This is bullshit. None of us came here legally. We came here illegally and then made up the laws to kick everybody else out. If you have the audacity to be in this comment section and say, well, I just want them to come here legally, just say what you really mean. Just say that you don't like brown people. Honestly, just say that you don't like brown people. Be honest about it. Say that you are scared of brown people and you don't want them in your country. But making up all this bullshit of like, well, it's really just about paperwork. It's not about paperwork. You're lying. It's not about paperwork. And if you're in the comments here still saying, well, I just want them to come here like, I'm just gonna assume you're a bot. I just want to come here late. Shut the f up.
One viral video showed a woman crying, calling America disgusting, ranting about non-existent policies. Her emotional breakdown highlights how misinformation fuels panic. Meanwhile, many Americans support merit-based hiring, rejecting identity politics. One TikTok user celebrated, saying DEI harms those it claims to help. As logic replaces ideology, influencers fear losing influence. Their outrage exposes reliance on emotional manipulation rather than facts, proving this policy shift is long overdue for fairness and competence.
I don't care what nobody says. This motherfucker just took away the Equal Employment Act. I can't, you cannot make this shit up. I don't give a f. You can call me a crying liberal. I don't give a f. You guys are disgusting. This country is disgusting.
His policy ensures jobs go to the most qualified, not those meeting diversity quotas. One influencer, set to lead an environmental justice training, was devastated after it was canceled due to new federal guidelines banning DEI-related programs. Online, many raged, falsely claiming civil rights protections were being stripped away. However, others celebrated, arguing DEI promotes unqualified hires, harming both businesses and employees. While activists panic, many Americans welcome this return to merit, proving that competence, not identity, should determine success in the workplace. One high school teacher posted an unhinged rant, vowing to physically resist ICE agents if they tried to deport one of her students. She claimed she had elaborate escape plans, treating law enforcement like an enemy force. This reaction reveals how deeply radical activism has infiltrated schools, where teachers prioritize ideology over the law. While activists melt down, ICE continues removing criminals, proving that enforcing immigration laws is necessary for public safety, despite the dramatic protests from those who refuse to accept reality.
ICE can now raid classrooms, and as a high school teacher, I just want to make one thing clear. If someone tries to come in my classroom and take one of my students, one of us isn't leaving the classroom. Play with me.
One Chicago teacher posted a dramatic rant, vowing to block ICE agents from deporting illegal students. She boasted about having escape plans, 56 doors, and 17 routes to evade law enforcement, acting as if ICE were a threat rather than upholding the law. Her emotional outburst highlights how radical activism has overtaken education, with teachers prioritizing ideology over legal responsibility. While she rants about never letting ICE take her kids, law enforcement continues deporting criminals. Her meltdown reflects the larger panic among woke activists losing control over policy.
ICE in Chicago with my students? No, bro, I've gotten a whole bunch of messages from people like, and I'm so appreciative of you, but baby, it would never. You think I'd be scared of you trying to come up in my school? You don't think I already have a plan and a backup plan and 56 doors in the building and 17 routes on how to get to each one and backup on backup on backup of contacts to make sure that their parents aren't the ones showing up? I mean, no offense, the district can give us training on what we're supposed to do over and over and over again, and they have, by the way. But I got my own plan. Because there's no way. There's no way. You ever touching one of my kids? Ever. Never touching one of my students. And never. That's, hello, God? Someone needs to talk to you because that's who you're going to talk to first before you ever touch one of my kids. Because I don't play about mine. And never have. And if you've been around for a while, you know that. Baby, I've written a manifesto up here on what I would do.
ICE has started deportations, and many liberals are panicking, assuming all illegal immigrants are being removed. While most agree criminals should be deported, some falsely claim Trump is targeting everyone. One influencer ranted that Trump voters should be banned from Mexico, telling them to stay in red states and avoid tacos and tequila. Her statement was accidentally racist, confusing Mexicans with illegal immigrants. Many Mexicans support legal immigration and strong borders. Instead of discussing real issues, she reacted emotionally. While woke activists rage, most Americans support fair immigration laws, proving logic is replacing feelings in the debate.
And let me make something absolutely clear, unless it wasn't already. If you voted for Trump, you are not allowed in Mexico. You are not allowed in Cabos, Cancun, Puerto Vallarta, Aguascalientes, none of that. Guess what, baby? That's all in Mexico. You don't like us, we don't like you. Don't go there. Stay in your country. Figure it out. Vacation, I don't know, maybe Nebraska perhaps. One of the red states that you love so much. Stay there. Don't have margaritas, don't have tequila, no tacos, no enchiladas, none of that for you. Stick to what you know. Maybe a burger, perhaps. No cheese.
In a frantic tirade, an influencer urged people to obstruct ICE officers by questioning their credentials and refusing them entry. She claimed it was a duty to protect illegal immigrants, disregarding the fact that many of those arrested had serious criminal records. Her rant escalated into a venomous attack on Trump voters, wishing them a lifetime of regret and unrest. Her emotional breakdown was less about justice and more about pure, uncontrolled rage. Instead of offering real solutions, she resorted to online hysteria, proving how performative and extreme social justice activism has become.
La migra, al hijra, get in their way. Ask them for their credentials. Pretend like you don't believe those are real. Ask if they're ICE. You don't have to let them into your home. They're not the police. You don't have to let them into your home.
In conclusion, the age of influencer activism is changing, and these public meltdowns are proof of that. Social media once rewarded outrage, but now, audiences are growing tired of the constant chaos. The world is shifting toward reality, fairness, and accountability, and influencers who fail to adapt will be left behind. These emotional breakdowns aren't just about policies or social justice, they're about an entire movement losing control. And as history has shown, when a movement loses public trust, its downfall is inevitable. What do you think about these influencer meltdowns? Are they genuine or just another performance for engagement? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this breakdown interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the biggest online controversies. See you in the next one.